After a seemingly never-ending stream of number 2s, not a medical condition I hasten to add, history's most lethal hoodie is back in Assassin's Creed 3, the 5th game in the Assassin's Creed franchise. Anyway, this time he's got an all-new era to terrorise, so Steve Hill hopped inside his Animus to find out more.
It was definitely time for a clean break with the series. After the Ezio trilogy, we felt that we owed our fans true innovation. We owed them a new era, a new hero, new historical characters, new types of gameplay, new challenges, so that's entirely what we went for. You need to understand this is a very different Assassins. This isn't just another year. This game has been in development well over 2 years, and it's still a few months from release, so we're putting a lot of effort. So the setting in this new Assassin's 3 is the American Revolution. Obviously, we don't pick these settings out of a hat, so we obsess on them, we paranoid on them. We're like, is this the best setting for Assassins? We did months of research. What historical characters are fun to play with? We obviously have the Ben Franklins, the George Washingtons, we have it's one of the best documented periods in history. We know on a week-to-week basis where all these key characters were. Connor, who's a brand new assassin, he is half Brit, half Mohawk. It's also interesting there what we can do with the duality of who the character is. It means that he fights for justice. Where Altair was all about duty, Ezio was all about revenge. We now have a character who's solely dedicated to justice and the image of the American Indians in the new world that they're creating. So I think Connor is also going to be a new taste for players. We are doing a lot more with two-handed combat, for one. So he starts with a tomahawk and a knife. We are also exploring things like the bow because of his heritage. So that's also a good compromise between short and long range. We obviously have muskets, and muskets are extremely interesting because actually what we found picking the American Revolution is that I think one of the reasons that this is an untapped period of history in gaming in general is that because a shooter cannot create a game where it takes a minute to reload a musket. We're obviously taking liberties with that. We're exaggerating history in that instance, and we're making the reload time shorter. But there, it allows us to do a lot of interesting things, even with combat. We like to think that Assassins is one of those games where you play it and you learn something. Ultimately, my dream is that you're playing Assassins, your third arm is wikiing, and your wife is planning a trip to whatever location you're playing with because you've done such a good job at exciting people at it.